Get off the bus. Why you sitting there smiling? He, look at him. He, get off the bus, you mad rat. He took a shit on the back of a bus, bro.
Inside Conor McGregor New Year's Eve.
This interview was conducted by yours.
You have said that your goal is to get into the bigger organization.
The aim for everyone is to get to the UFC, the premier promotion. You know what I mean? No, you give a f about no other shit. You're with the UFC, it went nothing. It can happen any day.
Do you think the call is...
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, yeah.
Next fight will be...
I don't know, we'll see what happens, you know what I mean? Just keep positive, and if the call comes, the call comes.
But in the weeks that followed this interview, the call didn't come.
Only just before he got the second belt, I'd emailed Sean Shelby for the 50th time, and I was still getting rejected.
He's witty, he's charming, he's loud, and he can fight like hell.
John Calvin already knew.
There's only so many times you can ask a girl out and get rejected and keep asking.
But for sure, McGregor persevered, right? You know how the story ends.
Just believe in yourself, believe that you're better than everyone else. Be cocky and be confident and be humble, train hard.
Believe it or not, despite saying all these things, when the call from the UFC never came, Conor McGregor decided to quit.
I've been making history for a long time now.
So wait, how could Conor give up so close to his dream?
Oh, so you didn't read my book, no? You told me you read my book.
Yeah. Cage Warriors might have been a tough...
Oh, he got an interview with... Nah, shout out to Patrick, man. He got an interview with John Kavanaugh. That's crazy. Hey, look, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know what's going on, bro. Conor McGregor, if y'all just tune into this channel, y'all probably gonna hate me if you're not a Conor McGregor fan. Because if y'all don't know, Conor is my GOAT. I'm a fucking pimp rocking Gucci mink. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Let me know in the comments y'all want me to react to next. Check UFC Pride, Legends reaction for other people I react to already, other legends and stuff like that. But bro, let me know in the comments though, even if you don't like Conor, bro, let me know y'all got him ranked there all time and in the lightweight and featherweight division, bro. Let me know in the comments, bro. But hey, let's go ahead and get it.
You told me you read my book.
Yeah. Cage Warriors might have been a top promotion in Europe, but it's still not a lucrative place for a fighter to ply his trade.
Conor would fight for a world title on Cage Warriors and be paid 500 euros. Realistically, you can fight 3 times in the year, so that's 1,500 euros per year. Jeez.
I'm doing this 10 years, I'm fighting for 500 euros 3 times a year. You know, what money is that? His girlfriend's driving around and beat up Peugeot.
I was thinking, you know what, this game. I don't want to do this shit anymore.
After almost 10 years pursuing a contract with the UFC, Conor McGregor finds himself back to the place he fought so hard to escape.
We come from nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, and they got the same wife he had when he was driving a Buick. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I come from nothing.
When he's came from, you do well to get out of the estate and get a half-decent job. If you do that, you're doing better than 95% of the people that are still in that situation.
Like, there's so much despair back home.
Where I come from, we're not supposed to climb to these heights. We're told that. It's instilled in us. And I wanted to break that mold and pave the way, open up paths.
There was no real great boxers or fighters in my family. We were outlawed. Into the hills in Scotland, you know, so...
Tony was a taxi driver. Margaret was a housewife, or a homemaker, as they call them nowadays.
In my home, like many other homes in Ireland, the real stress and the real fight come from the mortgage. A lot of people are getting evicted from their homes around here.
Damn.
So that's something that I grew up with. That was a big stress in my family. It caused a lot of stress, so...
And I'd always look at what their stresses came from, and I'd always, as a young boy, look and be like, I want to one day be able to take those stresses away from them.
He was born with cysts like this, and the midwife said to me, the first word was, oh my God, he's going to be a fighter.
There was 3 kids. There was Erin was the eldest, Aoife was the middle one, and then Conor was the youngest boy.
I was literally, for the whole of my childhood, the opponent. Like, I would be sitting, minding your own business, watching telly, flicking through the channels, and he'd come in and be like, Conor McGregor, and he'd like bounce off me, and then I'd like get me legs up in the air and be like, leg.
Had this cheeky grin, you know.
The young goat!
Say something or do something, have a little cheeky grin.
Cockiness and a bit of a celebrity swagger about him, yeah.
He wasn't afraid to speak up for himself, you know.
When I was a little boy, I used to say to my mom, when I grow up, I want to be Superman. That was what I used to say to him every Christmas. I'd say, get me everything Superman. As I got older then, I was Muhammad Ali.
Ali was one of my first heroes in combat sport. I watched documentaries on him, I read books on him, and he was captivating the audience, he was entertaining, and he had passion and conviction. And I was just a young kid watching this.
People that are chasing their dream no matter what people are saying, no matter what people think. People who do stuff that people say they can't do.
Although Conor had given up on that mission, the universe had other plans.
I first heard about Conor from the internet, which is where you hear about everything, right? I saw a clip on the internet of him finishing somebody, and then I watched a series of his fights. He's got that thing, you know, whatever it is. It's hard to figure out what that thing is, but you know when people have it. There's that one thing that makes you want to pay attention to them.
Joe Rogan gave him a shout out. And then all of a sudden the UFC did have an opening. Sean Shelby
replied late January. He just says, look, there's a fight. I was very excited.
Thank you, Dana.
I mean, the phone rang.
I said, Dana, thank you, Joe. Joe, you were real for that, Joe.
Night. I was about to go out with my friends, and it was John, and I didn't answer it.
He thought I was ringing him to give him a hard time.
And then it rang, and it rang, and it rang. I was like, nah, f it, I'm not going back. I'll figure something else to do.
And then eventually I had to just text him. I was like, answer your bloody phone.
How do you feel about making your UFC debut in 9 weeks?
I could almost hear him screaming from
I put the phone down, I went home, and then I showed up at the gym the next day and put the work in.
But it was funny that we went the whole phone call and he never asked who was he fighting.
By pure coincidence, days after Conor signs with the UFC, Dana White visits Dublin to receive an award.
I mean, first of all, I'm truly honored to be receiving this award. It means a lot to me.
First, fair play to Conor McGregor, and what do you think about him, and when did you start seeing?
Everybody was coming up to me, talking to me about Conor McGregor, and I had dinner with him. And when I left that dinner, I called my partner, Lorenzo, and I said, I don't know if this guy can fight on it, but if he can even throw a punch, this kid's gonna be a huge superstar.
Conor recently said he's gonna single-handedly drag the UFC back to Ireland.
I believe him.
I always knew I only need one chance. I always felt I was better than everybody. I always felt
you gotta have that
to get in there once. Just give me one shot and I'll take it home. I always had these visions of something, but I just didn't know what it was.
I used to sneak out of the house late at night, and there used to be a little grass patch by my home. I'd take the football out and play on the grass patch on my own.
Kick the ball against the wall, and I'd pretend I scored a goal, and I'd run off, and I'd be raising my hand.
And I would visualize a screaming arena cheering me on.
I had them same visions. Look where I'm at. Dang!
Conor McGregor? Yeah. Okay. During the course of the week, sir, do not take any sleep medication, no diuretics.
This should have been a routine check, but it was anything but.
That was a nightmare. That was a nightmare.
Sunday I wakes up with wisdom tooth was coming through. Like the bit of gum was coming over the wisdom tooth, and it's horrible pain now, but I was crippled with pain, couldn't sleep around. What's that, 5 days before the weigh-in?
Do not take any sleep medication, no diuretics, nothing for any type of head cold, hay fever, allergies, infections.
The pain is still there, can't sleep, not sleeping at night, waking up 6 o'clock in the morning in a bad way.
Do not, absolutely do not take aspirin, Advil, Aleve,
damn,
blood thinners. Ibuprofen or muscle relaxers, you don't want to take those fight weeks.
So I've been on 6 antibiotics a day, and painkillers fucking since Sunday.
The only thing that you can ingest for any, whatever ails you, headache, whatever, is Tylenol.
So by the Wednesday,
Tylenol will get you right though.
Really in a bad way. So we went to the dentist and they said, you're going to need an operation. Take this out. I was like, okay, well, if he gets an operation today, can he eat Saturday night? And they were like, no, of course not. And then, you know, the following day is Thursday, so starvation day, no food, no water, and made weight on the Friday.
Every guy thinks they're a bit bigger.
You said starvation day, damn.
We are excited to see Conor McGregor step into the octagon. He is truly the most highly touted Irish prospect to ever fight in the UFC. 9 first-round finishes. For the
they say I talk and I talk and I talk.
We're doing this thing where we're getting everybody's name together from your actual voice, so that our announcers pronounce your name correctly.
Yeah. Conor McGregor.
One more time.
Conor
McGregor! Uppercuts. Uppercuts. They say he can fight moving backwards. Of course he can. Uppercut. Dana! 60 G's!
60 G's, baby!
Come on, man.
You're funny. What's up, man?
UFC, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So there's been a lot of hype. I guess
Yeah,
the hype is real,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Good, man. We're pumped. So welcome.
To be honest, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just after hearing $60,000 and
He said,
just thinking of
hold on, what is that? I hope they show it. He said, 3 people died making this watch, you know? He said, I gotta start getting people out of there. I don't think that's until he fought Max.
I'm gonna spend on it, you know? Just last week I was collecting the social welfare, you know what I mean?
You're only 1-0 in the UFC, but it feels like in some ways you're 10-0 by the attention and by the buzz surrounding you. I know you watched 163. What do you think of Aldo's performance? Are you ready for this, man?
Jose Aldo is the #1 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. He has gone 10 years undefeated. You don't see that in the sport.
He is time and time again defended against the best fighters in his weight class.
Aldo, come on, there is no opponent, you know what I mean? This is my division, this is my time. I'm ready. Now here I am, I'm at the making a big name for myself on the mixed martial arts scene. I'm at the making some money. And
Conor, you were an apprentice plumber, right?
Yeah.
And is that something that you wanted to do, or was that something you were pretty much railroaded into?
Yeah, the Irish mentality is when you're finished school, if you're not going to college or anything, you have to get a job straight away. There's no chasing your dreams. Get a trade or get in and do a job. So
How bad was that?
the plumbing?
Yeah.
Horrendous. I used to be getting up at like 5:30, 5:45 in the morning, pitch black out, freezing.
To get him to go in the wake him up in the morning and get him up to go was an absolute nightmare.
There was the distance as well. It was a huge distance.
Work was about 2.5 hours drive away. And then I'd be on that building site for 12, 14 hours a day. And then another 2-3 hours drive back.
I was on them building sites cold and damp. It's the hard work that's not respected and not admired.
I'm looking around on the site and I'm looking at the fully qualified people, you know, bad backs and bad posture.
That was not me. You know, I knew I could do something better. I knew I had something in me. I just wasn't sure even what it was.
It's at that crucial moment that Conor would receive a gift that would change his life forever.
My sister came to me with a book.
The Secret, The Law of Attraction, a book on the Law of Attraction.
The Law of Attraction.
That a man can change himself and master his own destiny is the conclusion of every mind who is wide awake to the power of right thought.
You can almost visually create your entire world. Not almost, you actually can.
Your current thoughts are creating your future life. What you focus on the
That's so real, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Man, that's so
most
real.
will appear as your life. Your thoughts become things.
If you limit your choices only to what seems possible or reasonable, you disconnect yourself from what you truly want. And all that is left is a compromise.
So if you want to change your circumstances, you must first change your thinking.
Your true passion should feel like breathing. It's that natural.
When you visualize, you generate powerful thoughts and feelings of having it now. The law of attraction then returns that reality to you, just as you saw it in your mind.
You truly believe in it. If you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction and it will become reality.
Definitely, that's
4 weeks away from Conor's next fight against Max Holloway.
August 17th, I'm going to prove my worth once again.
And this is a big fight with two badass up-and-coming guys.
I just can't wait to fight this guy. You know, this guy, he brings a lot of tools to the table, and
There's 2 things I really like to do, and that's whoop ass and look good. I'm doing one of them right now, and Saturday night, I'm going to do the other. Keep looking there, shake them out for me. Chin down a little bit. There you go.
Talk about, bro. The sick. He the goat of trash talk. Who a greater trash talking than Conor?
Scary up there, didn't he? Like, he looked vicious.
146 for Mr. McGregor. Well, what a weekend has been in Boston. The Irishman, Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor says he is not surprised by the attention he has received. The kid has got something special.
Although Conor would fight his way to a unanimous decision, what looked like a trivial incident would derail his entire career.
he took me down, and then I had him in half guard.
Went to advance the pass guard. I had pass, had the underhook, was sliding the knee through.
And I had like his ankle. And right when he didn't pass, I like hit.
As it was caught, he bridged and rolled, and it just went, I just popped. I kind of bring it back as if I'm going to go across that way. Look at the way it's going that way.
That's how he hurt his knee in the fight.
I let out a little scream.
Like a purple scream.
Stopping wasn't in my head. I just took it to a place where I could control it. I don't give a shit. It feels like a loss to me, to be honest. I wanted to finish, you know. And I just can't get it out of my head, but looking back, I should have just pulled my knee from my leg and hit him with it, you know what I mean? That's what I'm...
I think you would die making this watch, you know?
You won. Never apologize for when he was...
That's where I popped, but I could feel a fluid in here.
That pop turned out to be a complete tear of his ACL.
You know, you start Googling and looking about that, and that's the end of a lot of athletes' careers.
When we heard the news first and it was 10 months out, I just thought, oh my God. You know, he was riding the crest of a wave here and then just to be smashed down with that serious injury.
Although Conor's dad looks concerned, he's the one who initially did everything he could to stop Conor from pursuing fighting.
Well, I moved from Crumlin when I was 16, and I met a guy who was doing jiu-jitsu.
How though? His daddy said they was outlaws.
Name was.
Conor was working as an apprentice plumber, which I know he wasn't enjoying.
You know, he knew I did karate and he was very interested, and he only really played soccer at the time.
They went to school together. Okay. And they would, at break time, spar each other.
Have a knock.
Have a knock.
And I was doing some boxing at the time, some kickboxing. And around the same time we started seeing the UFC on TV. Two little 16-year-old kids out the back of his shed, the concrete floor.
GSP.
Basically punched the head off each other, really. But. And then that was that.
Then we found an actual MMA gym, which was run by John Kavanagh, Straight Blast Gym in Ireland.
Now, what are your first memories from meeting Conor?
John Kavanagh. He was a boxer?
You can hear him for half an hour before you see him. And
every gym I went to was always, they had that set way. You must stand this way, you must kick this way, you must punch this way. But with John, when I went to John, he had a more open mind and he encouraged different movements. And I'd never experienced that before. I'd never heard a coach say that to me before. And that stuck in my head. I thought to myself, you know, this guy is thinking outside the box, you know what I mean? John showed us a different approach to combat sport, a different way of thinking.
You might be happy being training somebody to be the best in Dublin. I said, that's not my goal. My goal is to produce a UFC champion. Not a UFC fighter, a UFC champion.
John believed in me and made me believe in myself that we could go and do this. He put his faith in me when no one else would put their faith in me. I was always the kid at the end of class running out the front door when it was time to pay, you know, and John just overlooked that. I'm happy now that we're here. Then I started thinking, you know what, there's a career. Maybe I can make something out of this. Well, what else am I going to do? I don't really want to do anything
John,
else.
a real
I
nigga.
really love it. It's like an addiction for me. It's all I do. I train twice a day.
He had an obsessive mindset. Just constantly messaging me. What about this? What about that? What about this?
That's all I think about. I don't want to do anything else. It's as simple as that.
there was no career path. You know, no one had done it before. It was kind of like we were all like training super hard, super intense, with no real end to this.
Yeah.
I remember during one lunch break, I was in the car park and it was pissing rain down and there was some music playing and it was like there wasn't even words to it, it was just a kind of a beat and I got like I went somewhere with it and I was like, I'm out of here. I just did it. I said, I don't give up. Went back, said I'm not doing that job anymore. When I got home, my mother and father said, how come you're not still at work? And I told my father, I said, there's not a hope in hell you're gonna ever get me back on that building site again. And he essentially said, we'll see about that. All hell broke loose, but he had many fights where he tried to get me back onto the building site.
Were they actual fights? You're not talking about arguments, you're talking about actual fights?
They were actual fights.
Man, they were outlaws.
Come in and punch it. We're going at it. Yeah, we're going at it.
You're punching back.
We threw down. This is, welcome to Ireland. This is the way it is.
What did your mom say about that? Who's so protective of you?
When Tony and Conor were having their arguments over the fight, I used to get really upset and all. I'm saying, like, you know, because they just totally disagreed on.
For a good while, I never...
First of all, that is a woman. Why y'all trying to put a woman in the middle of two men, grown men fighting? She gonna get hurt. If I was her, I went in the room and went to sleep. They got it.
I didn't really speak to me, Danny. We just kind of stayed away from each other. Anytime we did speak was to fight. I said to my dad I said, listen, by the time I'm 25 years old, I'm gonna be a self-made millionaire. And he laughed at me. And
how old are you?
I'm 24 now, so yeah.
That was your name?
Steady.
Yeah, you famous?
Yeah, I literally have to concentrate.
A complete tear of the ACL will not heal on its own because there's no blood flow supplying that ligament.
So you have to replace the ACL, you have to build a new ACL.
Your prior ACL is completely removed, a piece of your own patella tendon cut out and surgically implanted into there to become your ACL.
After surgery, you're just in bed, alone, fighting depression daily.
I didn't know that.
Were you afraid for a second with the injury?
I knew I could conquer, you know, George conquered it. That was a big inspiration for me because I saw how he conquered it and I spoke with him before I went to the surgery.
How's the knee coming along?
I'm ahead of schedule for the time that I had the surgery and the time that I'm doing my rehab. I'm ahead of schedule.
I'm ahead of George. I'm competing with George in my mind. You know what I mean? It took George 10 months to come back. I'm looking to do it in 6. Right now, I'm clear to run on concrete. I can also box sparring.
There was talk he might be finished. He had got a year without competition.
This is a huge opportunity for the fans in Ireland. They've been waiting for a UFC for over 5 years, and now in the main event is Conor McGregor. It's going to be fun.
Dana White seems to have embraced you. He badly needs a star. Have you had a lot of fun partying with him? I mean, you've been seen in his Ferrari.
It's fun partying with the boss.
Dana White with the king of Dublin, the notorious Conor McGregor.
You know, the question is, can this kid break into the top 10? Can he break into the top 5? And can he challenge for a world title? If he can, oh my God, the Irish are going to go crazy, man.
I'm going to blow the roof off this place. The whole country's
Irish
gonna sit
shot
down.
back.
Having an Irish fighter headline a UFC card was unheard
As
of.
far as the UFC were concerned, Ireland didn't exist.
An Irishman in the UFC was literally, and I mean literally, laughed at. We were laughed at. I was laughed at when I said we were going to get to the UFC.
But now we are here, back with our roots, back in Ireland, where we first started.
Our very first fight, he showed up really late, gets in the ring, barely warmed up, and he had that classic thing that fighters have when you're in the ring. You look around and you're like, what the f am I doing here? Why am I doing this? You look at your gloves, you look at your opponent, and you're like, what am I doing? And he said he looked down into the ground. I was holding a beer with my hair all done, all dressed up, and I was like, let's go, Conor, good man. And he's looking at me going, this was your idea. Why am I in here? This is your idea. You're out there chilling and I'm in here. I didn't even want to do this. Like.
Oh shit, okay. Well, he was raw. He ain't had no type of...
Tom wasn't the only friend of Conor watching that night.
It's about 2 months after I met Conor, he had his first MMA fight.
And I thought,
the Queen!
I'm gonna vomit. Like, there's no way to get more nervous than this.
D. Devlin! Bam, bam, bam! Ooh! He was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you can see it in him.
Keep in mind, at that point in time, Conor's family still didn't support him.
Who was the loved one who questioned this as a career choice the most?
To be honest, every one of them questioned it.
I don't think that as a family we understood that for a long time.
But there is one person who did from the get-go.
The Queen!
She really believed in you for a long time.
Yeah. No D disrespecting my comments, nigga.
She did.
I always saw, even from then, the dedication that he put in, and we'd be driving home from his gym sessions and listen to the music, and he'd be saying, no, I'm gonna make it, and talk about his dreams. And
You organised Conor's life, is it?
pretty much.
My girlfriend worked very, very hard throughout the years coming up and stuck by me when essentially I had absolutely nothing. I only had a dream that I was telling her.
And I see what Conor puts into the training. I know how hard he works, so he's never going to lose, you know?
I gotta find me one. I can't find her. I'm never gonna find her. I gotta find me one just like her. Okay. Damn, man, it's hard to find those nowadays, man.
Appreciate it. Too much? See, most people say, no, that's too much. She's like, no, shades on. It's never too much.
It's too much, that's how you know you're not in the right direction.
Yeah.
That's a real one. Can't get no better. I mean, come on. From the beginners to the rich. Come on, man. Make me smile. I feel like Brandon just quitting this fight too, bro. I feel like he ain't won't fight. Real talk. Had a throwing shit.
I said it last year. We're not here just to take part. We're here to take
Conor's performance would open the door to contract negotiations with the UFC.
Someday head over to Vegas. I'm talking big ass business here. Or ripping up that old contract. You show up, you do your job. You do what you're supposed to do and you get rewarded. And today, I signed a big deal. Years of hard work, years of dedication. It's a beautiful thing. You know, I'm one of the big dogs now. I'm only getting better.
Like, are we talking John Jones good, Anderson Silva good?
I'm only scratching the surface. But I'm still better than every one of them.
I don't give a what anybody says. Ali, Conor, both level when it comes to mental warfare.
Really?
The two best of all time when it comes to mental warfare.
Wait, break that down?
You know, Dustin Poirier's no joke. He's a really good fighter.
Everybody thinks he's the next big thing, so let me show him he's not.
Make no mistake, he's afraid. He's a scared little boy. The first time we came face to face and he put his fists out like that and I went head to head, there wasn't a peep out of him. When you go face to face with a man and he bows before you, you don't advance on it. You pat him on the head and carry on.
He would make these guys play into his game, get into their heads, and embarrass them and outwit them in every way, shape, and form.
This man has never knocked nobody out cold. He's a bully. He's slow. He has no skill, no footwork. He's awkward.
He's a quiet little hillbilly
Shout
from
out
the
to Ali.
back ass of nowhere.
He's nothing but a tramp. He's a bum. I'm the world's
DC from
greatest.
the
I
same
sit
place.
back, smile, go in and put him away in one round.
You must fall in 5 rounds, but if you talk about me, I'll cut it 3.
It's gonna be a first-round KO. Mark my
You
round.
must fall in 5 rounds, but if you talk about me, I'll cut it 3.
It's gonna be a first-round KO. Mark my word.
And after I'm through beating him, I think you'll have to join the Beatles and be a singer.
Psychological warfare, you know, where you torture these motherfuckers. Tell me about that.
Know yourself to know others. That's a Bruce Lee quote. If you truly know yourself, you can know others. So I know what way I feel. I know what way that man feels. I know what I can say to push his buttons. I'm sure he grew up in a circus or a fair. Or, you know, his cousin's probably named Cletus or something. I don't. He's a nice kid.
I was gonna run in his mouth and nobody's made him pay for it, so it's time to punish him.
Dustin thinks it's all talk, but when he wakes up with his nose plastered on the other side of his face, he's gonna know it's not all talk. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's afraid of. I know his worries, and I put them out there. Dustin's little pea head is gonna get removed. It's gonna get put into my collection, and I'm gonna get on my way to the gold. I get them thinking about it. His chin is deteriorating. A gust of wind, and he does the chicken dance.
He shall be known as officially
Say what you
as
got,
the
motherfucker?
man.
Say that's all you got?
He drags right there.
He's talking to him now, Mike. Sorry.
You ain't shit, boy. You ain't shit. Yeah, you ain't shit. What's up? That's good. What's up? His emotions are getting to him. If you look closely at his eyes, they're offline to where I am. Emotions cloud reaction. So when I shifted fast, his emotions were clouding his reaction, so his eyes couldn't track me. The same way it's going to be in the fight. When I shuffle in there and make them little sharp turns, his eyes won't be able to follow my movement. That's when the shot will hit him. That's when he'll go stiff.
We get to a featured bout in the featherweight division. Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus the notorious Conor McGregor. 146 for Conor McGregor. 145 and a half for Dustin Poirier. This may be the most highly anticipated fight for many, the notorious one, fighting in Vegas for the first time.
The real question in this fight is, can Conor McGregor back up all the talk? Here we go!
That's my hit. I'm about to say. Bam. Sleep over the temple. Heads bounce off canvas. Heads bounce off canvas.
And I knocked him out in the first round. You can call me
Mr. Matt, because I
predict these things.
I keep telling people, but they keep doubting me. I tell them they don't believe me.
Conor, congratulations. I don't know how you do it. You seem immune to pressure. You got an entire nation on your shoulders, and you rise above it once again.
This is what gives me energy. Saying I'm gonna do something. Putting it out there for the world to see, and then going out and doing it. There's no better feeling in the world than that. And it's as easy as that. Say what you're gonna do, and go and do it. I will be one of the top in the world, no doubt. I'm 100% confident that I will make it to the top. I have the skills, I have the dedication, and it's something I really, really want. So I plan to take out everyone in Ireland that stands in my way. Words can't even describe, but it will happen, and I'll let you know when it happens.
At the beginning, you went through a really good spell. He was competing well. He was training hard.
Straight line, Conor. All you now.
And he gets to get into those kind of late teens, problem years. I think it's 18, 19, 20, and maybe he went a little bit off road.
Dublin isn't a massive town, and I soon discovered that Conor was hanging around with the kind of people who were best avoided by anyone wanting to become a successful professional athlete. Conor would be in the gym for hours every day, for weeks at a time, and then he'd suddenly be gone.
I was in and out of the gym. I'd go on, I'd fight, then I'd off for 2 months, then I go back. You know what I mean? That was the kind of relationship I had. And then
He was kind of one of those guys in the back of my head. I thought, this guy is incredible, but he's not really focused.
There were huge cracks in his ground game that would need to be filled in, and that wouldn't be an overnight job.
I had no respect for jiu-jitsu. I had no respect for the grappling arts. I was a boxer.
Perhaps there was a side of me that felt this cocky boxer needed to be submitted in order to appreciate the importance of that aspect of the game. And maybe that side of me also felt that he needed to be taught a lesson, because Conor's mind still seemed to be focused more on partying than on training.
And I got caught in a leg lock.
And it was too late for Conor to realise that his leg was trapped. And he tapped. But that was a tough loss a hard loss for him to take.
And then I was like, you know what, this game, and drifted off.
A week went by, and there was no sign of Conor. A week then became a month.
And we kind of missed him for about a year in the gym.
And the next thing I'm sitting in my house, depressed down my head one night after being out, a weekend, partying and doing all sorts of shit. And a while went by, and Tom got the contract. Tom got the contract there.
Conor's training partner, Tom Egan, became the first Irish fighter to compete in the UFC, while Conor started sinking into depression.
I won't look past Dennis. I will look through him exactly where I plan on going. And then it's on to big business. Jose will be told what to do. He'll be told he must fly economy to Ireland. And then he will hand over that belt on home soil.
He put up a 60,000 foot stadium.
Parte dele lá, falando, tal. Isso te afeta ou você tá meio que pouco se liga? Então, te falar uma coisa bem, não, meu. Eu tô cagando e andando porque ele fala. Ele pode falar o que for. Como eu já falei, o bobo fala o que quer. Por isso
Tell Jose I'm coming. Jose was running in his boots. He was quaking.
2 years, this young man has gone from relative unknown to superstardom around the world.
Dennis Silva did this bad with himself. This is my favorite part of his career right here.
He made it impossible
Screaming
for
at
that
Aldo
fight
face.
not to happen.
Today, we are kicking off the World Championship Press Tour that's going to visit 10 cities in 5 countries over the next 12 days. Your champion, Jose Aldo.
USA! Who am I? Who am I? I don't know money.
I own this town. I own Rio de Janeiro. So for him to say he is the king and I am the joker, if this was a different time, I would invade his favela on horseback and kill anyone that was not fit to work. Look into my eyes, little man. Little Brazilian. Ooh, vamos, hey. What you got to say now? Face to face. Man to man. What you got to say? What do you learn to say? Oh, dream. Your dream. You like it? It looks good, right? Never. Say goodbye.
Never.
Come get it.
Never. Nunca. Don't look. Don't look. Meu pai me fez foguinha.
I'm your father. I'm your daddy, yeah? Call me Jose Senior. Sit on my lap, kid.
Com certeza, mas vamos matar esse filho da puta, vou arrancar a cabeça dele.
Dana knew what the
Filho da puta cheio de mão.
Dana ain't shit.
Passa por cima dele.
Hold on, what happened?
Senior.
Don't
get it.
Nunca. Don't look. Don't look.
I'm your father, I'm your daddy, yeah? Call me Jose Senior. Sit on my lap, kid.
Com certeza, vou matar esse filho da puta, vou arrancar a cabeça dele. Filho da puta, cheio de marra, falador pra caralho. Passa por cima dele, não vai nem ver. Soltar o bicho em cima dele. Vai se arrepender.
Conor knew that Aldo did not want to be touched.
His coach was ringing Dana. He better not put his hands on Jose.
Okay, Beverly? Yeah.
Can we move the seat? Let's reconfigure.
Grab his fucking neck.
Yeah, can we put Conor over here?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Let me see.
Dá um soco na cara desse filho da puta. O que foi? Pegou no meu pescoço, é cheio de mal.
See how serious he is about the touching thing? He's still. That's a huge respect for his player. Yeah. Jose is at the end of his rope.
Well, Jose wanted to crash out.
Let's go a little bit closer. Don't touch. Closer, let's go closer. I want to smell his.
I want to smell his pussy.
I can smell your Let's go closer. I want to smell his. I can smell your
Y'all can't tell me he not a goat, man.
You forgot the belt. You forgot your belt. You forgot your belt.
Eu sou maior. Eu sou maior aqui.
It's a mental time. It's a mental time.
Eu sou maior.
Fucking skill.
Dublin, Ireland! Conor McGregor!
Aldo, 5,000 Irish never fought in front of anything like that in your life.
Aldo, you're going to get spiked, man.
Jose, after Conor beat you, are you gonna cry like a little bitch? Question for Jose. I see you've changed translator. Does he know you're a loser as well? Jose!
That wasn't a question.
Josie, you look tired. Conor, you look fresh as
Aldo, you better get ready to be showing that belt and give it to Conor!
Nah, cap.
McGregor, how long is it going to take you to rip his head off?
It's gonna be done.
In one.
I watch too much of Conor.
Eu sou o rei.
I'm the champion. I'm the world champion.
Give me that belt! Ain't gonna. And I'd have stole off on Conor. I'd have stole off on him. He got it. Oh, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Sunshine.
That's hard.
This is what you call a rude awakening.
Yeah.
He broke his rib. Oh my
He was
God.
running.
So what happens now?
I
Quaking
finally
in his
received a phone
boots.
call from the McGregor household, but it wasn't Conor on the other end of the line.
I love my mother dearly. I love her to bits. You know, she reached out to John.
I was wondering if you could come up and see Conor, she said. He's lost his way a little bit. We're a bit worried about him.
Like doing no good, you know what I mean? I wasn't doing anything.
Causing trouble?
Yeah, out with my friends doing stupid shit, you know what I mean?
She told me a bit more, that he seemed to be in a state of depression and refused to leave his bedroom. I don't think anybody other than you can help him, she said.
She recognized that anytime I was in the gym, I was happy. And then all of a sudden, I'm in my room, and I knock on the door, and it was John.
When I opened the door, he looked like he had seen a ghost. He certainly didn't resemble the healthy young athlete I had gotten to know.
We've had a very very frank discussion. You know, I just told him I thought he was throwing away a lot of ability and a lot of promise, basically wasting it.
I asked him to tell me if I was wasting my time. Should I leave the house and never come back again, or do you want to start off with a clean slate?
We can go and do it. Thomas, if they're getting signed, I'd like you to come back. Let's chase it. We can do it. Let's do it. This is what you need to do.
John, a real
need
one,
to
'cause he
show
ain't have
up
to
here. We
do
need
that,
put
bro.
in more hours than everybody. It needs to be every single second of your life. There cannot be no outside.
There were tears from both of us, but we made a commitment to each other there and then. The following Monday, Conor returned to the gym.
So it's your mother that deserves
Yeah,
the credit.
I'll definitely. My mother
Mom,
definitely.
too.
And seeing the way my ma reached out and got John up, and then John came up, and seeing these people that are putting that time into
That's
me
real.
and putting that faith in me,
Real talk.
that made me think, you know what? I'm going to do them proud of.
That was, I guess, one of the big turning points in Conor's career, because he came back and he came back with a vengeance.
Training twice a day, every day. My preparation for fights has been great. My game has come along. From where I was at the start of the year to where I am now is really is something how much I've come along.
That left hand always been nasty. Ugh.
Just goes to show that hard work and dedication really does pay off. The year has gone great. I've established myself as one of the top contenders in Ireland.
Conor's ready to go. The #1 guy in the world, Chad Mendes, is ready to go. So it makes sense. They'll fight for the interim title, and whenever Jose Aldo is ready, then that fight can happen to unify.
It does not matter to me who's standing across the ring. It will be the same outcome. If you are pound for pound #1, it shouldn't matter. Whoever it is, man, up bad.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When they say he was fighting Chad Mendes, bro, I almost cried tears. I'm like, so he going, so. I'm like, so y'all trying to cheat? Bro, I swear when I first happened, I thought they were trying to cheat him. I'm like, bro, y'all gonna get from Chad. He's a wrestler, bro. I'm like, bro, he about to lose. Then I swear I thought he was gonna lose. I'm gonna keep it all the way above with you. I'm just being real.
Chad Mendes is a very dangerous guy and a really good wrestler.
I think the question's always been asked is, how's McGregor's ground game?
Turns out, Conor's second career loss would also happen by submission.
Chad's a bad matchup for Conor McGregor, and I think Conor knows that.
I mean, he's a one-dimensional fighter. He's a stand-up fighter. That's it, bottom line. I mean, he doesn't have anything else.
He doesn't have wrestling, he doesn't have jiu-jitsu. You know, you wipe all that hype out of here, I'm gonna get in there and destroy this dude.
You know, we've never seen Conor get in there and be tested against someone the level of wrestling as myself.
But that fight would be McGregor's last defeat on European soil.
And then when that fight ended, I was like, I will never let that happen again.
Given how he had reacted to his only other defeat, I expected him to go missing again. When I arrived at the gym on Monday morning to find Conor on the mats, I was massively surprised. Just 36 hours after being beaten, he was back in the gym and ready to right the wrongs.
Is that pop? Yeah. On my leg? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah. No. Wasn't in that leg, was it? Big crack in his leg.
Hold on, man.
Is that pop? Yeah. On my leg? Is that pop? Yeah. On my leg? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah. No. Wasn't in that leg, was it? Big crack in his leg. Get that on his face, will you?
Conor injures the same knee he
Damn!
tore against Holloway.
I didn't know that.
80% of it is it. I couldn't walk. I could not walk. There was a period in the camp where I couldn't even stand up straight.
Okay. Conor is training without ACL. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to walk without ACL.
I always said to myself, every damn day I woke up, I said, the true greats, they conquer adversity. The true greats can slice through adversity, no problem.
And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sunday Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been knocked down a couple of times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning. Go under jail. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Go to that shit. He's might be to go to that shit.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. Fast.
I like how he was talking to him the whole fight. Bro, I love that. I ain't gonna lie. Oh. down there gonna cry during this fight. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble.
He fucked up when he tried that, though. Woo! Okay. Finishing.
As Conor climbs the ranks of Cage Warriors, things take a dark turn. His father gets diagnosed with cancer.
He went through a tough time as well because he got testicular cancer. So he got sick and all over. And in my head, I was thinking maybe I done that because he's worried about me and doesn't know what I'm going to do. And all these fights that we're having all the time. And me and my dad were worried about me and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. But as far as my father was concerned, I was just fighting in a cage and with no career path or nothing ahead of me. Irish Death Bureau. Tell them to join the queue. Tell the Death Bureau to join the queue.
Despite his success in the octagon, Conor goes on social welfare.
It had been talked about that you were on welfare and things like that. How bad were things for you at that point?
Yeah, you know, I was on social welfare when I had no job, didn't really know, I was just chasing a dream.
Are there any tough times though when you...
Of course, there's tough times either way. There's tough times when you're doing your stupid little job that you hate every minute of. And there's tough times when you're broke for a while you're chasing your dream.
Sometimes when you're rich.
Don't dwell on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just pursue what you love, do what you love, you know what I mean?
What has been the biggest effect of Conor's success, fame, achievements?
Without doubt, it was releasing us from our mortgage. So we are no longer encumbered by a mortgage. So that was a big weight off our shoulders, you know.
I took every bill off of their hands. Every single bill. My whole family is retired young now, so... I always visualize what giving would feel like. Given to people who have given to me. So it's good. That's something I always dreamed of.
This past summer, Conor McGregor captured a UFC world title and achieved yet another in a long list of prophecies. But the legitimacy of that belt is under great scrutiny.
This now sets up a fight with Jose Aldo that will be easily the biggest fight in the history.
He went running though the first time.
See that MGM every day.
When he won his first Cage Warriors world title, his mother was at it. Walking out of the cage, she kind of grabbed me and stopped me and said, remember that day I bet you to come up to the house to start. So it's a bit like a movie moment. She was a bit teary and it was kind of a nice, it's happy ending to the story. I should say happy beginning because I really feel Conor's only kind of starting to fulfill his ability.
45 for Mr. McGregor!
It's hard watching somebody achieve their destiny, man.
It was only when I saw him in Cage Warriors, when his opponent was called out, I just saw this big blockhouse coming out to music and lights, and I looked at this guy. He was more mature in years than Conor. He would have been about 25, 26, 27 even. And I thought, oh boy, this is my son's opponent. And then they announced Conor, and Conor came out to the music and to the lights. And when he walked down that ramp, I didn't see a boy there. I saw a man. My boy becoming man.
Damn, they're gonna have me in tears, man. Chill out.
That was a defining moment for me. And when he won the fight, I knew that was it. That's what it was going to be, you know. It's not often that a father will admit that, but my son was right, and his father was wrong.
Hey.
All that matters is
You
how you
gotta-
see yourself. My name is Conor McGregor. I'm a professional MMA fighter. And no matter what no one else says,
It looks like he's feeling the pressure of this moment.
then that's what's going to happen. My dream is to
Kinda
be
relax.
champion in the UFC. And I will. Clean, I feel like my work has paid off.
But that feeling wouldn't last. And neither would the old Conor.
I'm not surprised.
Partying is weakness for the soul, so I try and avoid it.
Yeah.
I mean, I contacted him on Twitter in like 2013.
right? By 2018, he's worth $100 million.
So quick.
He's Conor McGregor. He's fucking look. He's living like you're supposed to live if you're Conor McGregor.
He took a whole year off, made $100 million, became a super baller.
Have you seen his yacht? Conor's saying, maybe I'll come back in August, maybe I'll come back in September. Well, that's almost 2 years. It's not fair to the rest of the guys in the division.
Do you think Conor can ever be what he once was, having accumulated the wealth? Because it's hard. Did you think that $100 million changed Conor?
It's impossible for that money not to affect you and phase you.
When you can rack up $400 million in revenue for the company, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm living the whatever the fuck I want life. That's the life I live. Whatever I want, whenever I want.
Conor began to succumb to his own demons.
If Conor McGregor had a demon, I mean, what is the demon that you battle inside, your day-to-day demon?
Just cocaine. Nah, let's not do my boy.
Straight and narrow. I seem to be I can be a product of my environment. You know what I mean? If I'm in with the wrong crowd,
I smoke marijuana so I don't beat my wife and children.
Just kind of become wherever.
When you make an obscene amount of money like that, who knows if they'll ever come back?
Before Conor left the UFC to fight Floyd, Khabib was the #1 contender in the lightweight division and felt he had been passed up on for a title shot. And the night that Conor became double champ, Khabib was fighting on the same card. And after a victory against Michael Johnson, he gets on the mic and calls for a shot.
Beginning of the year, he tapped like chicken.
Give me your chicken.
He fight for the title. Crazy. I want to fight with your chicken because this is #1 easy fight in lightweight division.
Khabib Nurmagomedov is one of the scariest guys.
I became a fan of Khabib after this, bro. I want to smash your boy. I'm going to smash his face. Let's wrestle.
I've ever seen Khabib. Ever.
This guy mauls everybody.
And was relentless in asking for a title shot against McGregor.
I talk with between every round with Dana. I say, hey, after this fight, don't send me your bullshit fake contract. Send me real contract. I want to beat your son.
That guy was screaming at me in between every round. Give me that fucking belt, and yelling. I was yelling back to him, finish this fight first.
2 years later, with Conor still away, the UFC schedules Tony versus Khabib for the undisputed title. But as many of us know, that didn't go exactly as planned.
Tony Ferguson has pulled out of the fight. But the beautiful thing about this sport, 145-pound champion Max Holloway is going to step up and face Khabib, and it is for the official 155-pound title.
But now Holloway is forced to pull out of the fight.
Max Holloway is out of the fight, unfit to fight, they said. So what do you do? What do you do if you Khabib Nurmagomedov?
Send nigga Alaquinta.
Situation that we're in.
The UFC grabs the third opponent of the week for Khabib. Number 11 at the time, Alain Quinta, steps in to fight Khabib for a title on 2 days' notice.
It's never happened in almost 20 years of doing this.
I mean, this is the third opponent for you in a week. Was there any part of you that said, I just should not take this fight?
What?
I want to become UFC champion. If I cannot beat Yaquinta, Pettis, or Felder, how I can call this? Hey, I say, I'm tired about this. If you can bring King Kong and he can make 155, let's go.
But meanwhile, during fight week, Conor...
See, if I'm Conor, when I hear that, I'm not fighting him. What am I fighting him for? Nigga said...
Felder, how I can call this? Hey, I say, I'm tired about this. If you can bring King Kong and he can make 155, let's go.
But meanwhile, during fight week, Conor's best friend at the time, Artem Lobov, takes a shot at Khabib in an interview.
There's a guy named Artem who is Conor's best friend. He's from Russia. Habib is from Russia too.
We call Khabib a chicken.
Okay. There was some kind of Russian stuff going on between those two.
He spoke facts about Khabib and Khabib slapped him.
And Khabib slapped him.
An incident with Artem Lobov and a few of your teammates. Can you comment on what happened?
Nothing, Kevin.
You surrounded him with your teammates, coward, and you slapped your own countryman. That was cute. What you wanted? What was that? You should have called Conor. Fuck, man. Y'all gonna be in my comment talking. You're a coward. You're a coward. It's in location. I I know what time it is.
Conor storms into the arena with a group of friends. They immediately start searching for Khabib. And unfortunately, they find him.
I wish he was outside the bus, I ain't gonna lie. Get off the bus, why you sitting there smiling? He, look at him. He, get off the bus, you mad rat! He took a shit on the back of a bus, bro. It's my favorite part of the video, I ain't gonna lie.
UFC star Conor McGregor now under arrest this morning after breaking out the windows of a rival fighter's bus.
Connor's in a lot of trouble.
I wish Khabib was outside the bus. Bro, you know how bad they would have beat Khabib if he was outside the bus? Don't slap your own countryman. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Matter of fact, don't slap a man surrounding him by your man. One-on-one, you can call him in the hallway, then y'all caught that fair one. But surrounding him with your man and slapping him, you deserve everything you got. And you put other people in danger, Khabib. You put all these other people that was on that bus, you put them in danger. That's your fault, nigga.
Charges.
Conor McGregor, he's just losing it right now.
Smash the windows!
It feels like he's lost it.
He lost it. Your man's get smacked.
He'll lose his belts. He'll lose his mind. 2 years he didn't fight in UFC.
Do you want to plead guilty to those charges, Mr. McGregor?
Despite 2 opponent changes and an attack on his team, Khabib dominates the title
And
fight.
an attack? I hate when they put an attack on his team. He slapped his own countryman, bro. But they supposed to just sat back and did nothing. He should have been outside that bus so he can be smacked.
You want to fight with boss? I want to fight with real gangster, you know.
Conor accepts a plea deal of disorderly conduct.
I just want to say I'm thankful to the DA and the judge for allowing me to move forward.
Clearing the way for Conor to return to the UFC.
There was talk, you know what I mean? This lad Khabib is going through everybody. He's been calling you out.
Not only smash, like change his face.
I want to rearrange his face.
I want to change his face.
Khabib kept poking.
I can fight with Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, Eddie Alvarez, with all these guys same night.
They all want it until they get it.
Khabib wants this fight. Conor wants this fight. Time to roll.
The build up to the Khabib fight was different than anything we've been through before. Very dark, very negative.
Conor had written an Instagram post about your dad calling him a coward. Did that affect you in any way?
He is a quivering coward.
Conor was always
showing
a trash
fake
talker,
respect out of
but this
fear.
time he crossed the line.
Now this is getting political. Now this is getting serious. This feels like a real war.
I'm come here for smash this guy. I don't want to talk.
Mate.
I can
You say send location. Here he is, right here in front of you. I'm right in front of you. Did you not see me outside the bus? No. Did you not see me right in front of you outside the fucking bus?
Nah, he
I
took his shit
really
on the back
think
of that
this is
bus.
the biggest fight in the history of the sport.
This thing is trending in every way, shape, and form to be the biggest thing we've ever done.
If you would have got off that bus, you'd be dead now.
I wish he'd got that bus.
I would never go to this fight.
Nice.
I think there's what? I think something's gonna happen in the crowd between the Russians and the Irish.
His own people, they were chased from their land to the edge of cliffs. My family, my bloodline, the McGregor clan, we stood and we fought the English Empire.
Okay, why you guys change your language? Okay, you know.
Just the animosity between the two. They hate each other so bad. It's gotten bigger than just a UFC fight.
There's a real bloodlust here.
You just show up to this fight, and we do this the noble way. Pull out, and then you know what's going to happen to you.
He said you took money from Mega Man off. You took money from Mega Man off.
I'm here for the joy.
This specific training camp was almost
something.
ominous. A lot of the training was Conor just kind of wanting to come in and fight people.
I had people hold up in a hotel. I would ring and arrange a fight. So they'd come from the hotel down to the gym and have a full-blown fight, no head guard.
Conor didn't really want to drill with the guy or train with the guy. He just wanted to come in and beat the guy.
Just venom in me or something.
The biggest fight of his life, and Conor's drinking during fight week.
When I seen that, I was like,
it's
yeah.
gonna be a long night for him.
Yes! Oh, Lord, shave me that safety.
He said, suck my balls.
whiskey gonna help him? I don't understand.
This is a fun thing to watch. Blue lips. Blue lips.
Blue lips. Blue lips.
Even before the fight, it almost had felt like Conor had already lost.
Yeah. That's because he was drinking and stuff. He was showing up late in the press. I mean, he always showed up late. But when he started drinking, I was like, what the? When that nigga drunk that shit with Dana, he drunk 2 cups. I was like, that nigga think he John Jones. Bro, and that's why I became a fan of Khabib after this. Khabib the whole time. Let's wrestle, kid.
Fight.
No.
It almost had felt like Conor had already lost.
This was crazy.
McGregor and Green
Conor defends the initial takedown, but Khabib was too much in the wrestling exchanges and ends up on top.
That was the second round. This business, brother.
And just as Khabib predicted,
Bro, you know Conor beat Khabib in the 3rd round, right? I just want y'all to know that. I just want y'all to know Conor beat Khabib in the 3rd round. All the judges scored it. Conor, 3rd round. I just want to
he was drowning Conor.
I'm gonna bring him to the deep ocean. I think I have to maul him.
He ain't really mauled him though.
Conor actually took round 3 across all
He beat him up in the second
but we all know it
round,
wasn't enough in the end. Khabib drives Conor to the
his
fence
face
at the
was
end
still
of
the
round
same.
3.
He said he gonna rearrange his face. He didn't.
He whispers to Khabib in between rounds, it's only business.
It's only business, my boy.
But Khabib doesn't care.
Khabib emotional as hell. You can tell he was emotional, bro.
While Conor saw it as selling the fight, Khabib took it personally.
And he tapped
Right,
and
he
I
was
was like,
emotional.
okay, it's not enough. I need something. And I was like, and I see like some his corners like talk with me like
Emotional.
And I think, oh,
That's
I have to
emotional right
bite
there.
his heart, you know.
Right? Nigga ran outside the ring and ducked his head. Watch this. I'm gonna bite his heart. Watch this.
But I saw this take place.
He didn't throw no punches. He didn't throw no punches, bro. You trying to rap like you a tough guy. And didn't even get, you know, this was the happiest moment of my life right here because he didn't get the belt put on him. I was happy. I was like, do not put that belt on him, Dana. He didn't. I was like, yes.
I
say I was gonna hit before the video started.
The cage. His brother came sprinting across and jumped up on
Smacked
top of the cage
him.
also.
In the cage, and I seen Conor getting hit. And,
Ooh, smacked him.
And security didn't
Smacked
seem
him.
quite on top of
And
that.
people was in my comments of one video, Khabib video, saying Conor was trying to hit his boy first. Did you not see the dude jump on top of the cage, try to beat Conor up? Then his boy came around and Conor just went ahead and swacked him. He didn't even wait. Why wait when I already know he was trying to wait? Look at him. They trying to beat on top of the.
I got up off the ground, jumped on top of the cage. His brother came sprinting across.
Never mind. Conor threw the first punch. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Got up off the ground, jumped on top of the cage. His brother came sprinting.
Conor seen him running.
I got up off the ground, jumped on top of the cage. His brother
Conor seen him
sprinting across and jumped up on top of the cage also.
In the cage, and I seen Conor getting hit. And,
ooh, shit,
and
rock.
security didn't seem to be quite on top of that. So I sprinted in and sort of pulled people apart, separated them.
Okay, I have a question. If there is no police, what's gonna happen?
You would have got, nigga, let me tell you something. You would have been dead because nigga would have shot you down. This is not, you just out of the crowd. Nah, this got me ticked off, bro. I told you I was going to hate me before the video started. But this nigga jumped out of the crowd and did Nathaniel. Then people overhyped the fight like he just beat Conor up. Conor's face was regular. Beat him up in the 2nd round. 1st round, he held on to him. 3rd round, he lost. 4th round, he made him tap out. He's emotional.
Okay, I have a question. If there is no police, what's gonna happen?
That aura of invincibility that McGregor once had was fading. All the trash talking, all the hate and anger.
I'm just glad he didn't get that fucking
It led
belt
Conor
put
to
on him.
nowhere.
Happy about that. Cannot lie.
The fight with Khabib stripped what was left of the old Conor.
He was doing too much
Until there
party,
was
his
little
stupid
left.
ass. Get your ass in the gym, nigga. Man, he pissed me off, man.
5 months later, McGregor supposedly retires.
So is he retired or not? Is he injured or he's healthy? Is he an outlaw or the biggest star
He's
the
an
UFC
outlaw.
has ever seen?
I remember what his
Conor
daddy
McGregor,
said.
remember, was arrested last month in Miami after smashing, allegedly, I can't even say allegedly. We know he smashed the guy's phone. Smashed the guy's phone.
So, nigga, move out the way, nigga. Move out the way. Why you recording me, little nigga? Hey, Black Bait, bro, let me tell y'all something. Why is you...
Allegedly, I can't even say allegedly.
What is
we
you
know he
doing?
smashed the guy's phone. Smashed the guy's phone.
He recording him. It's just Conor McGregor you trying to record dick shit, nigga. Go
And this
home.
would mark the beginning of Conor's downward spiral.
You know, I mean, it sounds bad. He's been arrested and this and that. You know, I mean, he's a massive, massive
Man,
celebrity.
shout out to D. Delavine for standing by my boy's side. Respect.
Everywhere he goes, he's being scrutinized and filmed. I mean, you see it all the time with big level celebrities.
But this wasn't just a one-time thing. Conor is in a pub and offers an old man a shot of his whiskey. The old man refuses.
Those who missed this,
man a shot of his whiskey. The old man refuses.
Those who
Hold on, why, bro? What?
But
Where's that story from, man?
Thing.
He offered him a
Conor
shot of
is
his
in a
whiskey?
pub and offers an old man a shot of his
I don't believe that.
whiskey.
And he hit him because he didn't want the shot of whiskey. I'm not about to believe him a story like that.
The old man refuses.
Wham!
Those who missed this, there's a video of Conor allegedly punching an elderly man.
Not allegedly.
Nigga said allegedly.
Like $100 million in the bank. He still wants to fight people.
Smack me. No disrespect tolerated, nigga. Old, young. Nah, I'm saying I do not condone him smacking that old man. Even though it was funny. I do not condone it. At least he didn't knock him out, he smacked him. You know? I look at the bright side.
Like $100 million in the bank. He still wants to fight people. Still smacking people at bars.
Yeah, it's.
He doesn't handle not having a lot to do very well.
He like
and then I also want Conor
violence.
because I want Conor to stop partying and fucking get serious.
He like violence, bro.
It's hard. The dance is don't go to jail, dude. Don't get locked up.
Could you tell us your side of
Yeah,
that
bro,
story?
he can have his fun, nigga. Just stay off the cocaine and stay out of jail, my boy. You can have your fun, though.
What happened there?
In reality, it doesn't matter what happened there. I was in the wrong.
But the real reality
X.
was Conor was slipping away.
A true martial artist is a peaceful man.
Right.
A true martial artist is peaceful.
What did Conor do? Did you just get in a brawl in a bar?
There's a hit out on Conor, is what they're saying.
But this time, the person that Conor hit in the bar was someone who was tied to the Irish mob.
Reaction to the threats on your life.
Come and get me. Come and get me.
Come and yeah,
But
I'm
it
the
wasn't
Don,
mob that Conor
nigga.
had to worry about. It was himself.
He needs to get back to work. He needs to be motivated again.
The game changer, Conor McGregor. He's been away for some time now. Who should welcome him back to the octagon?
McGregor could have picked anybody. Why Cowboy?
Well, Tony, this is the perfect fight for
Easy
Conor
work.
to return to. You know, there was some talk early on of him fighting for the belt, him fighting a top
Hold
contender.
on, why
But
they ain't
let's be
showing him
honest,
becoming
he hasn't
double
won a
champ?
fight since November of 2016.
Conor was calm and respectful in the build-up to this fight, and he
fuck?
seemed to be in a good headspace.
That's one hell of a coat, Donald. My God. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Was all that hate and anger towards Khabib a thing from the past? He finishes Cowboy in 30 seconds and
He
sets
Cowboy
his
some
sights
shoulder
right
strikes.
back on Khabib.
Khabib-Conor fight, should be next.
I think that the Khabib-Conor
Khabib
fight,
went running.
could be done anywhere.
But tragedy struck.
Today, I want to say
That nigga went running, man. Rest in peace to his father, though, man. Rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Real, because Khabib is a real nigga. His father is a real nigga. Y'all already know when I speak about fighters, it's all in the fight game. I know y'all gonna hate me for speaking on Khabib. I don't care. But rest in peace to his father, though. But back to the fight. He went running, bro. He didn't want to fight Conor, bro.
But tragedy struck.
today, I want to say it was my last fight.
Khabib retires after the sudden death of his father.
And no way
He
I'm
went
gonna
running.
be here without my father.
Man, he went running.
At first,
man.
Conor doesn't know how to
Real
react,
talk. He
but
went
eventually
running.
just flat out denies the retirement.
It is what it is. How you could walk away, at this stage is baffling to me.
The fight must take place. If he wants to keep running, he can keep running.
But we all know it didn't, and for Conor that meant
For a guy like me, if I can't train or if I have nothing to work towards, it's tough.
with Conor's nemesis taken away, he turns back to an old foe. And just as in the Cerrone build-up, Conor is very friendly with Dustin, but it wouldn't be the same result as the Cowboy fight.
Nah, he fucked Conor. Oh, Lord, I like the diamond though. I respect the diamond for this. I respect the diamond.
And what began as sadness
I respect him.
would slowly turn to rage.
It's just a motherfucker to take, man, That's my mind's going. So.
See, with me, I'm not crazy. I felt like Conor should have stopped fighting after he lost to Nate Diaz. That didn't me though.
It's just a motherfucker to take, man. You know.
Soon as motherfuckers take it, I'll be like, bro, just stop.
I'll adopt a different approach for the trilogy.
It wasn't a different approach. It was a completely different person.
Well, Fight Week is upon us here in Las Vegas, UFC 264, the trilogy, Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier.
From shaking hands with Dustin in the last fight to crossing a line once again.
You were nicer than anybody had ever seen Conor McGregor be. Yeah, towards out.
He's a corpse, a dead body, a blank face. It's gonna get his ass whooped and took out on a stretcher. I'm in a vicious mode, no family around, you know.
I'm a bad man without the fam.
And that same old Conor that fought Khabib was back.
Every version of Conor that's shown up over the last several years is always a different version.
Conor, in the build to the last fight, you were unusually kind to Dustin. Now on Fight Week, it's the exact opposite. So where did that switch? Because he got knocked the out.
It took an even darker turn. Conor tweets about Dustin's wife.
Your wife and baby
in my
DMs.
Him and his wife's life, you know what I mean? I'm at the rescuing them.
Do you respect Dustin Poirier no matter what happens on Saturday night?
I don't give a about him, to be honest. The official Mystic Mac prediction for this one. Can you go on record? Oh, I said I'm going to take him out in a stretcher. He's going out in a stretcher in this fight.
Your wifey in my DMs.
With Conor's split personality, we can't help but wonder, who is the real Conor McGregor? Is he the greatest to ever do it?
This nigga was nice one time.
Or is he simply what he claimed to be from the beginning, an artist who lost his mind?
McGregor in the green trunks with an early body attack. Dustin Poirier is in.
He stung him with that left hand.
Bro, the first 2-3 rounds, there's no better fighter in the
Conor
world
came out
than
aggressively as he normally does. But Dustin wasn't rattled. And again, Conor's words would become reality, just not in the way he imagined.
I was mad as hell. I'm glad they didn't show it. Fuck that shit like it hurt it.
Conor breaks his ankle, and his ankle's hanging off of his foot.
Yeah, that shit was
And
nasty.
yet, he still couldn't let go.
This is not over. If we have to take this outside with him, it's all outside. Your wife is in me.
DMs.
Baby. Hit me back on my chat later on.
That true martial
Conor.
artist that
Can't
we all
nobody
fell
make me
in
hate
love
him.
with once was gone.
See, not to me. To y'all, maybe. Not to me.
Walk in a manner worthy of the calling with which you have been called.
Everything I do in my life is related to this. I don't do nothing else if it's not got to do with fighting.
I can get anything I want. I can do anything I want. So even that alone can cause people to, lose themselves.
I don't see how you came back at that 100 mil. I'm gonna keep beating, bro. Taking punches after taking 100 mil? You about to take some punches? Shit.
Serious allegations today about UFC star Conor McGregor. On the same night, he made headlines for this stunt.
He also was accused of, and this would be his second accusation.
Man!
Released a statement saying and I'ma stand on that.
Okay.
Mr.
Bro,
McGregor,
the
get in my
bit,
DM.
hey,
You get in my DM all
bro.
you want every day.
Bro, the bit had another nigga condiment her when she was hitting McGregor. So she hit 2 niggas that day, went back to her boyfriend, got smashed by him, and then said, man, y'all better stop. We already know why this happened. He wanted to be the governor or the mayor. We already know, so we ain't about to.
Fuck no.
We ain't
and
doing it.
I'ma stand on that.
He made headlines for this stunt.
He also was accused of, and
every
this
day.
would be his second accusation.
McGregor's lawyer released a statement saying the allegations are false.
what?
Mr. McGregor will not be
Come on,
intimidated.
bro.
Ultimately, Conor was found liable in a civil case.
A civil
and forced
case,
to pay
get the fuck outta
$250,000 in damages.
So either way, whether he's guilty or not guilty, this outcome is bad.
There's always temptation around. It's like you're an animal in the zoo sometimes.
You're claiming that earlier this month you were at a party with Conor McGregor and he punched you in the face.
He should have punched you
There
more
seemed
than
to
once.
be no end. Incident after incident. and someone's words who used to carry so much weight.
I love this stuff. This is what gives me energy. Saying I'm gonna do something. Putting it out
But
there.
I feel like some people deserve to get hit in the fucking face. And then just give them a check afterwards. But you deserve to get a black eye, nigga. I'll pay you a check afterwards. But you deserve to get hit in the black eye. Some of you strangers and people out here that be on the street, y'all deserve to get a black eye. I'm gonna be real.
For the world to see.
Sorry.
And
Y'all
then going
motherfuckers
out and doing it.
Now we're empty and filled with false promises.
I'd like to announce the return date for myself, the notorious Conor McGregor.
I'll fight Canelo, no fucking problem, yeah? Out straight, no problem. What?
My comeback is
Say what?
for the end of the year. Sometime the end of this year.
And the weight, Mr. Chandler, 185 pounds.
Conor would promise to fight over and over again, but it would never happen. And it feels like he never will fight again.
I feel my life is so far removed from reality. Nobody knows me. Nobody really knows me.
So the question remains, who is the real Conor McGregor?
He's the fuck GOAT.
Is he a philosopher artist who inspired a generation of fighters?
Yes, we gonna stop it at that. We ain't about to do no disrespect. No, nigga. We ain't about to do no disrespect, man. Hey, shout out to Conor McGregor, bro. My personal GOAT. My favorite fighter of all time. Who I watched, who got me a fan of the sport. Who made me a fan of other fighters like Khabib, like Nate Diaz. Made me a fan of Max. Not really, but kind of. So, hey, man, shout out to my GOAT. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the video. I already know the hate comments about to come in. I don't know. I'm a casual. All the other stuff. You disrespectful. Khabib, how's Khabib a coward? All this other stuff. Fine. I don't care. Maybe other videos I care. This video, I don't care. So, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Man, y'all already know what's going on. No, guys.